guys, it's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site, back again to kick the real thanks to theantidote.com. I have the pleasure to sit with New Orleans' own Allie Baby right here. She's gonna actually interact with us today with Kickin the Real. We're gonna talk about a few topics that are happening right now that directly affect us and our communities, but we're not holding back, you guys. So first off, we're gonna go into something that has been a trending topic for a while now. I think I'm really scared, y'all, because I can't let it go. I can't pretend like it's not happening. Robots are taking human form among us. Humanoids are being introduced into society, have gained citizenship in Saudi Arabia. She has been, I think her name is Sophia. She has been everywhere, from Good Morning Britain to miniature clips and interviews that you can find all over social media, YouTube, internet, period. Have you seen the humanoid in any sense of the word?
Sophie. While we were on break, I didn't know anything about Sophie. She did show me Sophie, and I'm scared of Sophie. Sophie looks real. I always did say that technology would, like human beings, we will be responsible for our own demise.
Right.
Like I've always felt that way. Technology is crazy right now. Like why they worried about everything else and Trump getting us killed and all that? I'm like, man, we gonna get ourselves killed. Like, I mean, technology just keeps advancing, and it was, I mean, you gotta think about it. At one point when we was small, we was watching movies like Back to the Future, and they was talking on the phone, like seeing each other. We was like, man, that's tight. Crazy, we ain't gonna never have that. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't even think that far in advance. You know, like we thought it was impossible. Shit, I mean, FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Like it's simple to see somebody right now through a computer, through a phone. You know, so what's next? You know what I'm saying? Or are we gonna be flying cars? No. I mean, like look how many things came about for real from the movie Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? So you see these smartphones. Think about it. How many wrecks you seen on a regular day-to-day because people can't stay out their phones. Like everything is in your goddamn phone. Technology again. So now we got Sophie, the damn robot,
walking technology.
So I'm good.
Yeah, I'm scared. Like straight up, I think we had an interview not too long ago. We've been touching bases on this topic because it's real. We're not gonna let it just die off. But one of my homeboys was like, a walking robot that's a human. He was like, I barely know how to work my smartphone. Like, what am I supposed to do with her? And she's constantly gaining intelligence. Like, she's artificial intelligence that will continue to grow and continue to learn. So I'm scared. She might get mad one day and be like, I was abusing her great grandmother, because every once in a while I get mad and I throw my Android. So I'm just telling y'all, stay up to date with what's going on.
She is not lying. She showed me this robot, and this robot looks real. And you know, like she said, you know, it's constantly learning from, you know, human behavior. And I mean, I'm watching this robot with human facial expressions, and she's picking up on it as she's looking at the real human beings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm good on that. You know, y'all gonna have robots taking over.
We gonna be in the same cave, trying to get off on the same beat, because we straight. We straight.
Man, Sophie gonna be yelling out, you know what I'm saying, blood, you know, Sophie gonna know how to cock that iron. I don't wanna be around.
Iron. She ain't gonna need no iron. Like, she gonna be that advanced so much her hand gonna turn into a weapon.
Yeah.
She gonna mess around and fall in love and kill a man that she fell in love with, because humans are programmed by error. We make mistakes, and any movie, music, history documentation where this kind of thing is present, we get obliterated. So I'm scared. I hope they keep that where it's at. I hope they can keep a control on it the way they think they can. But we ain't gonna stay on it too long. They just need to keep that over there in Saudi Arabia. We don't need that here. We got enough of our own problems with regular females. We'll go into something a little more serious. We talk all the time about what's missing from the dynamics of hip-hop, but not too often do we take a moment to just really get real and talk about what's missing from the dynamics of the household or from the modern day family. I know that you've seen enough and have experienced enough to understand what's needed, what needs to change, what's missing from the black family. what do you find to be the ultimate reason why we have so much chaos, whether that be the emotional disconnection, the intellectual confusion, or just not being able to respect one another in the sense of humanity?
In the black family.
Right.
Black families, man, first of all, black families need to sit down and be families. First and foremost, I mean, and if y'all want to know what I mean, it's like, man, you got to go back to the old sitcoms like The Cosby Show. I know Cosby's facing a lot of, might not have been the best example, but I mean, it's a TV show, goddamn it.
Those are allegations. Though.
Yeah, you know, and it's allegations, but I'm saying, you know, a great show out right now that I think is dope, and it basically displays what family should be right now is the show This Is Us.
Yeah.
Everybody's not up on the show, but when I say that, I mean, man, sit down and eat at the table like a family. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about how your day was at work, how was school. A lot of the problems is a lot of parents. First of all, it's the parents are getting younger and younger. Okay, that's problem number one. You know, you got babies raising babies, and then you got parents that's too damn cool with their kids. Like, I mean, they kids. It's not set up for you to be their partner, to be their friend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
later.
And I really don't get it, because there's a lot of people that are scared to be parents. Like okay, like I gave birth, but you're not parenting. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get it, because at the end of the day, when you disciplining your kids, like, it's not like it's the end of the world. They're gonna love you the next day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what parents are supposed to do. So yeah, start parenting. You know what I'm saying? I think too was missing is spouses are not together. I mean, that is, you know, broken homes. We need to cut that out, and in order to cut that out, man, y'all gotta stop being loose out here and thinking, you know, like, it's not gonna keep a man around. I don't know if that's why you're doing it. Men, y'all stop planting y'all seeds everywhere. If
like,
you're not,
it's cool. If you're gonna take care of the seeds.
Right, that's not cool. You know, I just think morally we are so far behind in you know, our culture or whatever. And like I said, I think a lot of that has to do with coming from broken homes. Parents want to be friends with their kids, and the age, man. Like I said, it's a lot of babies just having babies.
Right.
So
for me, I do respect and I love that point of view, because it is very much so real that I think this generation is just really big on playing games, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that everybody is accountable for the things and the choices that they make, and I think what's missing from the black family above all else is accountability. Be accountable for the children that you bring into this world. Be accountable for the things that directly affect your household. Be accountable for the position that you're supposed to be in as a parent. But I do understand, that a lot of what is missing from the black home was forced early on, but it's up to us to kind of change that whole rendition and the ideology of it. So come on, black parents, come on, black kids, we can do better than this. In all aspects of the way, we can do better than this. Now we're gonna move into something that's just as racially binding so far as profiling goes. Right now the internet is pretty much broken. There is a young Caucasian kid who recently went viral. Can't remember your name, sorry. But basically he's crying to his mother after getting home or getting the car from school, and he's been being bullied, and he doesn't understand why bullying happens, or you know, why he's the subject to being bullied, and he's pretty upset about it. He's crying, and he wants the world to understand that it's not okay. And from that aspect, where bullying is concerned, I do agree. In no form of the way is it okay. It is not okay. Parents, get your children in check. Being nice to a person is important, okay? It makes or breaks them. It creates the difference in between a functioning person and a suicidal one. But since all of this has taken place, they've created GoFundMe accounts. Basically, this guy has 2 or 3 college tuitions set up right now because of this video going viral. Now, a lot of his supporters come from our communities, come from our backgrounds. it bothers me because recently the headlines hit that 2 young black girls had recently committed suicide due to bullying in the same week. I don't know if these funerals are paid for. I'm not sure if these parents have received any condolences on behalf of the same people that are supporting this other kid. So I'll just ask you, I'm not trying to make this a racial issue, even though it very much so could be. I just want to know, in regards to bullying, in regards to the way we're supposed to handle, interpret, support, move past, how do you feel knowing that this is something that kids today are really, really dealing with?
I think it's awful, man, because I'm looking at the ages of these kids, and I'm like, how do you even know how to successfully take your own life? At that age, suicide, you know, for me, you know, back then I was just like,
didn't even thought, didn't know what it was.
Yeah, you know, I mean, we couldn't really even comprehend the, you know, the meaning and why or how you do it or whatever. But a lot of, again, technology, social media, I mean, bullying is popular, you know what I'm saying? Like you can go online right now and see a child in school being made fun of, and it goes viral, and that child has to deal with that going to school, knowing that they're on, you know, Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you know, platform you're using to put it out there. They dealing with that on the regular, man. So I mean, the internet is a gift and a curse. How do we stop that? I mean, do we take the phones from our kids? Should they not have cell phones so they have to keep reliving these things? I think it's a lot of ways to prevent what's going on. Number one is an ass whooping.
Boundaries.
You know, if your child is at school bullying, whip their ass.
Let them know it's
you
not
know,
okay.
Right. You know, they gotta have some kind of consequences when they come home, and these children don't feel threatened, and it make you feel like, what environment are they coming from? To I mean, don't get me wrong. I know kids are stupid. You know what I'm saying? We all was kids. You know, I was never an evil kid though.
Right.
You know, so I don't know where they get that from, other than their environments. You know, I'm not saying that, okay, you can't raise your kids the right way and they don't go wrong, because you have situations like that too, and a lot of that has to do with the influences in the schools and, you know, being influenced by other kids, you know. So you can't always, but 9 times out of 10, if you enforcing that on a regular, your child ain't gonna be out here like that, doing the most. You know, they might do something, but they not gonna be out here doing the most. So I think it starts in the household. Like, how y'all, you know, raising these kids? What is it acceptable and what isn't acceptable? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, that's me. My family, you know, we have big hearts. I know we were all raised a certain kind of way, my brother, my sisters, and, you know, how are you raising these kids?
It's hard,
you know. The kids that are actually doing the committing suicide, I would say, you know, for those families, for what they went through, that's an eye opener to please, like, pay attention to your kids, man. Like, you know, without them saying anything, they're saying something. You know what I'm saying? From their day-to-day, their actions, their moods. Are they eating? Are they not eating? Are they overeating? Are they sleeping? Are they not? Like, it's your business to get in their business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's your business to get in their business, you know. So I would say, man, really pay attention to that. Don't take anything lightly, you know, with your kids. If something don't seem right, you know, get in their head and find out what's going on, you know.
Very much so, very much so.
So ask questions. How's school? How was your day? I don't know if those kind of conversations go on in cars anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pick up my nieces from school. I'm like, hey, baby, how your day was? You know?
Chelsea tells she tell everything that happened on the playground. She be like, little Jimmy threw a rock at George, and George wasn't too happy.
There you
what
go.
George did? George turned around and slapped Jimmy, and now ain't none of us have recess.
And see, she's saying that she knows the whole day. So you gotta ask yourself, like, man, what you know about your kids' day? Like, at the end of the day, do you know what happened in your kids' day? What they ate for lunch? You know, what they did in class? Who they played? Like, to me, you should know that. You know, so, and if you don't know, then y'all not talking enough. straight up.
Very much so. I respect that and I love that, coming from, you know, a family where you're exposed to different things and you understand that communication is the most valuable part of
any relationship. Yeah.
Any relationship. So please, you guys, if you're not taking the time to spend the time that's needed to get to know your children, you have no idea what they're doing. You have no idea what they're capable of. And therefore, you may just be the problem in today's problem. Now we're gonna move into something that's, it's not as light, you know what I'm saying, but it's not as heavy. Right now we're dealing into the world of politics, Congress, and business. They're trying to pass a law right now for the internet to be changed as we know it. Understanding that nothing stays the same way forever, I guess I've kind of been expecting this, but I didn't expect it to happen in such a dramatic way. They're introducing the idea of net neutrality. I'm not sure if you guys have actually taken the time to research. I know that you only know a little about it right now. It's a very new topic of discussion. But the best way to explain it is the internet will not be the internet anymore. Based off of your provider, based off of your plan, based off of what you can afford, based off of the area that you live in, you will only be allowed to partake in certain aspects of what the internet offers. So, understanding that this comes into play, being an artist, being a millennial, somebody that takes to the internet to push your music, you take to the internet to promote your brand, to push yourself, how does this directly affect you? And if it is successful, how do you feel it will upset this generation in the money-making aspect?
Well, I guess there's the pros and cons to this thing. I don't know too much about it, but based on it, you know, preventing you from basically distributing your music the way that you would like to, yeah, man, that sucks ass, because being independent is the way right now, and we need these digital distributors to put out our music, you know. That helps, because a lot of artists, that is their bread and butter, you know what I'm saying? That's how they get their stuff out there, you know, to the masses without having to, you know, physically put it in stores and everything. I would say too, I like it to a certain extent, you know. Yeah, I like it to a certain extent because everybody won't be able to do this shit. Right. You know, that means the wackest rappers will be they will be in their houses, and they partners in the streets will be the only ones listening to their music, and that's where it should be, right, in the neighborhood, and not for us to hear. Like I'm over it. Me, like
music ain't music now.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind of forward in that aspect, you know what I'm saying? But I know it will hurt in other areas, but if anything, music wise, it'll bring it back to its roots. Like, go work for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, instead of depending on a viral wave, praying to God your shit gonna go viral or whatever, or taking advantage of uploading trash that nobody wanna hear. Right. It'll make you go back to that footwork in the streets where, you know, the Master P days where you hustling out your trunk, yep, and you trying to do these shows and get that street cred, and that really that's right, you know, like people forgetting to do the leg work and this shit. They want to just go record and go throw it on the internet. Like, bam, it's my song, or what have you done? You do a motherfucking thing, you know. So I think it will. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing, and just a little bit bad, you know what I'm saying? So
I kind of have mixed feelings about it. You know, it's always a bigger picture than what's presented. So just understanding the dynamics of income and understanding the dynamics of culture, I know that in the long run, this will hurt the millennials, the people that take to the internet, that understand from news, research, to businesses. You know, that takes a lot away from us. But also, it forces you to go back to face-to-face interaction. It forces you to communicate. You cannot hide behind your keyboard. You cannot let, I guess, autocorrect or ABC grammar do this for you. You have to be the complete package on your own. You have to be able to walk up to a DJ. You have to be able to walk up to a party promoter. You have to be able to sit down with a producer and them take you serious. Not because they saw you had 15,000 likes on something you posted 10 minutes ago. So I am for the ideal that you will be forced to stop being lazy. I am for the ideal that it'll make a businessman or businesswoman out of you. But I am against the idea of being set back years of progress on the means of somebody else gaining financial freedom from it. Because this only affects the low income. This only affects the middle class. Upper class can pay for what they want. So this does nothing to them. I do appreciate you being honest though, because a lot of people wouldn't look at it and go, yeah, a lot of this music trash, so this might be the standard right here, like the cleanup, you know what I'm saying? Now, we're gonna get ready to wrap up here. We're gonna play our annual game, word association. For those of you that are familiar, we basically pull names, topics, events, places, and we allow our guests to kind of tell us what they think about that person, place, thing, whatever. They keep it real, reactions are raw. Alright, so, are you ready to play?
I'm about that.
Alright, I'm ready, let's go. Manny Fresh.
Get a booze, the built out bullshit.
Birdman.
Alright.
3D Natty.
Sick.
Drummer Boy.
Official.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Country.
The House of Blues.
Official.
The Singer.
Classic.
TheAntidote.com.
Official.
TLC.
Classic.
Gangsta Boo.
Gangster.
And last but not least, Allie Baby.
Stupid, phenomenal, awesome, exceptional, man, trendsetter, hustler at work. Yeah, all that, you hear me? 100.
There you have it, guys. Your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site, Kickin the Real, thanks to theantidote.com. You won't get any better exclusives than right here. Make sure you stay tuned. Thanks, Allie. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, love.